Very impressive as well. If they can give them some space, get the ball down to them quickly, get a few more goals on the board, don't just leave it all to the last quarter. They can probably, I've heard you guys say through the week they can't run our 4 quarters. Well, they've got a great opportunity today to run the 4 quarters out, and I don't think Anakie are playing that well. They're chipping the ball around too much and not direct enough. If they can work hard this quarter, they can get right back into the game.
Well, we're just about ready for the start of the third term here at McDonald Reserve. So umpire Beveridge holds the ball off for the start of the third term here. Matchday live on Geelong Radio 100.3 FM this afternoon. The Belmont Lions in front 8-11 to 4-3. Bounce down, comes towards Clayton Trotter. Ripped off the footy and held on to too long. So the umpire will be a free kick to Clayton Trotter. Trotter now goes wide, looking for Messina. Finds him, takes the mark, plays on quickly. Goes to the right boot, wobbly punt towards Morefoot, but it's okay. Finds him and he takes the mark. At true half forward flank, right half forward. Looking for somebody possibly short. Messina, now he goes, the lead's on towards Lasser, chopped off. Frost does well, backs himself, runs back into play, then turns around. Oh, the worst kick in the world, but dropped by Bowman. Now Moore against him, they fight for it. Bowman's over the top, and I would think Glenn Frost would be feeling pretty good about that it's a ball up at half back.
Laurie, you'd think that the Belmont Lions really should take control now in the first 5 or 10 minutes while Anakie is still one short. There's a bit of a rumour floating around that they may be one short for the rest of the game, but I can't confirm that at this point.
Okay, you're saying it might be a different colour card?
Yes. So the ball with Belmont Lions on half-back flank, and Bukta. Yeah, what's happened
There's a
here?
free kick there. He's reversed this.
So something's happened off the footy there.
I think it's Moore. I think he might have grabbed the jumper to try and stop him from running. Number 30, Moore it is.
So the free kick goes to Anakie, and Trotter high over his opponent there in that contest was, I think it looked like David Franey there, and Clayton Trotter, well, I guess not without a chance. Kicks the ball pretty well, very skilled player. About to come in from, he'd be 55 metres out, kicking to the southern end. Almost 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Trotter, he's got underneath it a bit, but he's got pretty good distance. Going to land in the goal square, big pack of players.
Great mark.
And
Morefoot,
he's come from nowhere. He's probably the last in line of about 5, and he's dragged it down in the goal square. So I think we could almost put this one down to Tony Morefoot, and what a great start in the second half for the Anakie side. Morefoot moves in. 2 or 3 steps, goes bang. He's put it over the goal umpire's head, and that's first goal for the second half. And on the Lexus of Wyndham scoreboard now, Belmont Lions 8-11-59. So lead Anakie 5-3-33. 2.5 minutes gone, third quarter, and just the start they'd need, Laurie, with 1 man short.
Well, that's right, Eric. With 1 man short, they've kicked the last 2 goals, actually. The last one before half-time and that one as well. And look, it's the work rate of Clayton Trotter. I mean, unfortunately, there's only one of them, Eric. If they had 2 or 3 Clayton Trotters, I think the scores might be a lot different. But no, that was very, very handy. As I said, Belmont Lions, they'll be worried now. They can't let Anakie get back into the game, otherwise they'll start. What's the old saying? The little shivers will come through their bones a bit, thinking it might happen again.
back in the middle, Crean, and Frost goes towards Dover. Can get a kick away towards centre half forward, falls through the hands of Craig Cummins. Getting back there, Scotty Mills. He runs it back, needs some support, gets a Shepherd, got a bit of time, and a wobbly kick. It's okay. Doubleham drops the chest mark. Good recovery though. Gives it back. Handball or chopped off by Purvis. He's a left footer, so he handballs back towards Dover. He's at half forward, goes with a wobbly punt kick. Mills should be able to stand there and take the mark. They line up 3 of them, and Mills is in front. He takes the grab. Short little kick, Doubleham this time takes the mark. In between the back pocket and half back. Drills it back towards Horriban at centre half back. Nobody standing the mark, could have played on. Stands there. Now he goes to the right boot. In the middle of the ground. Crean's up early, goes up, tried to tap it on was Graham. Great roving at the back of the pack. Davis backs himself, handball to Newham. Newham over the top, he's got a bit of time. He should be able to run in and kick the goal. And he's missed it to the left-hand side again. For 1 goal, 5 for his personal tally this afternoon. And how many times are there going to be, Laurie, that they know to kick to that right-hand goal post at the northern end?
Yeah, look, that's it. You can't afford to miss those goals. I mean, he could have nearly taken another 5 or 10 steps and probably ran right in. I mean, that's a shocking miss.
8-12-60 to Belmont Lions. They lead the Anakie side 5-3-33. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. We've been playing 4.5 minutes.
There certainly seems to be a lot more endeavour in Anakie's play, Laurie, since half time. They're going pretty hard at it.
Well, they'd need to be, Eric, because they've been pretty. They haven't put much effort into it.
So from the free kick, Franey gets the free kick, a little hand pass across to his teammate Ian Farnham, an absolutely atrocious kick from Farnham, and kicked it straight into the arms of the Anakie players at halfback, looking for the big fellow on halfback flank, and Crean doesn't let him down, takes the mark, little handball over to Messina, and he tips the footy. Well, that's out of bounds, umpire. If you're doing your job properly, you can't handball it from outside the boundary line, but it comes back finally to Cummins from Anakie, excuse me, towards half forward. Handball comes out to Bowman, but the umpire has decreed that it was a one-handed throw. Now, nobody knows who the kick's to, but finally it's come back to the Belmont Lions. So the free kick on half-back flank.
Come on, move the ball.
No, the umpire's made a blunder here.
He's made a blunder.
The free kick should be going to Anakie. So Lasura it is, in fact, who has the free kick.
That's a free kick to Anakie.
Well, the umpire was right on the spot, and Smiljanic, 25 metres out directly in front, fairly blatant push in the back, I would have thought, from here, and has been paid, and should have the opportunity of, decreasing this lead, and Anakie looking much better in this third quarter. So you wonder whether the collie wobbles have started half time for the Belmont.
Well, Eric, that's the word I was looking for, I think, and if they get another couple of goals, I think they'll set in. So
Smiljanic, 20 metres out, directly in front. He's been a goal kicker in recent weeks, and he's kicked his first for the day, and that's the 6th for the Anakie side. And they've got a bit of support around the ground here, if the car horns are any indication. 6-3-39 Anakie. They trail Belmont Lions 8-12-60. That's on the Lexus Wyndham scoreboard. 6.5 minutes now, third quarter.
There's that 2-goal turnaround again, Laurie.
Exactly right, Jason, and Eric hit the nail on the head there before. Their endeavours just seem to have gone up another cog or two, and if you're prepared to work hard at the footy and get the footy, well, the Lions can't have it if you've got it, can they?
Well, the point is that they're showing no disadvantage from the play. Or I wonder if in fact they are one short. Can they replace a yellow card?
Not until the 15 minutes is up.
Oh, right.
Back in the middle. Graham in the middle now for the Belmont Lions. They leave the footy behind. Clayton Trotter's got it. High tackle play on the call. No real advantage there. He goes across to Messina. He takes a finger tipper on centre wing. Takes the mark. Now Messina on the right foot. Tries to drill it towards Cummins. Takes the mark in front of Mills. Craig Cummins. Short lead came from Morefoot. Dover gives him a lead as well. He goes short to Scotty Simons. He takes the mark against Glenn Frost.
Silly.
Scotty Simon turned around looking for 50. He didn't get it. Now Simon, the lead's on by Smiljanic. He goes in that direction now. It's a wobbly kick, but it gets there. Smiljanic doesn't take the mark. Falls into the arms of Hepworth. He gives it to Davis, who left it behind. Franey's in support. They need to pick it up, though. He does so. Franey can't pick it up in the end. Crean can. The big man gets free. Handball to Trotter was good. Handball to David Cook on the outboard. Goes to the right foot. Kick towards Messina. Moore's been switched on to him, but Messina takes the mark. Plays on. Going well. Goes to the right boot. Goes towards Smiljanic, but it's chopped off. No mark taken. Free kick for a push in the back. Yes, said the umpire. And it will be a free kick to the Belmont Lions, and it's going to go to Mark Hepworth.
Stuart McAdam off.
Yep, and Alan on.
Why would Alan have been
I think he was off for that elbow that's been bandaged. I think he copped that in the second quarter. Goes towards him now, over the head of a few. Now it's a foot race. Mills, he'll have to meet it with Gavin. Does so.
Good boy.
Does well. Good courage. Keeps going. He could get the ball here. Frost will. He can get it in front to Newham. Now Ben Newham has got 30 metres.
He's got to kick.
He's got to kick the goal. He runs in. He keeps coming. Carr comes at him and he kicks it. This time he kicks it. Ben Newham, his second goal. And the Belmont Lions get their ninth. They go to 9-12-66. And they lead Anakie, who are 6-3-39. Lexa Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard, 9 minutes played.
He's been an absolute spark for them in the forward line, Laurie, hasn't he? And the pity of it is that 2 goals 4, he could have nearly had the game sewn up for them.
Well, I've got him down to 2 goals 5.
So have I, Laurie.
You know, I mean, some of those opportunities have been pretty, kickable goals, I would have thought, and, that's a difference, makes a difference. And, no, he's been a spark there, though, and That's the way to play it.
He's got explosive pace when he gets the footy, hasn't he? You know, you talk about the Michael Bowmans. I wouldn't mind seeing a foot race with those two. I reckon there wouldn't be much in it.
No, there would not be. And, you know, I like to see that in this sort of footy. Guys have got a bit of pace and be prepared to use it and get out in the space, and exactly what he did.
Back in the middle, we've got, well, there's Graham doing the ruck work for the Lions up against Crean. Crean gets the tap down. Running onto it is Franey, can't get to it, kicks it off the ground, and well, that's interesting because he kicked the footy into the opponent, but it's set kicking in danger. So free kick goes to the Anakie side. Dover takes the mark. Handball over the top to Phil Gavin on the ground now. Has a bounce. Moves to half forward flank. Chips it across to the full forward position. And, well, the Sewer drifting down there from the centre of the ground takes a big mark. And he's only 35, 40 metres out directly in front, kicking to the southern end. And if anything, whatever bruises there seems to have dropped in this third quarter. And, well, the Anakie side having no real problem getting the ball forward so far in the quarter. The Sewer now moves in, right footer. Well, that's an absolute shocking kick. Laurie, you can see that.
No, I don't even want him up at my stable. Not at all.
Absolutely terrible. Like he dropped it sideways, outside the kicking area, and he certainly missed the target. And, well, he did get a behind. So 6-4-40, Anakie. They trail the Belmont Lions 9-12-66. Lexus a Wyndham scoreboard, 10.5 minutes into the third quarter.
Kick in by Mills, went to Hepworth. He goes towards Palmer, who got it towards Newman half back, and he's taken the mark. So they've moved it 50 metres. He goes with his right boot towards centre wing. The lead on by Frost. Franey's in there as well. Holds it over the shoulders to the umpire. Fredo Anakie. And it's going to go to Phil Gavin, is it? Yes, it is. So Phil Gavin. Oh, it's a wobbly kick off the boot. Trotter got hands to it. Off hands to Harvey. He drops the footy. Now Craig Cummins tries to break free. Handball to Ange Messina. Newham bears down on him. Good tackle. Back towards Cummins. He's got support. Dover tried to ride the bump. Dropped the footy. Oh,
very
too high,
lucky.
said the umpire. How can he pay advantage?
Gee.
He called play on, and the Belmont Lions had the footy. He's paid the free kick to Anakie. Now it's over the shoulder to Belmont Lions now.
I was going to say, actually, it was 50 if it's an Anakie free kick.
So it's Horriban. Goes wide looking for Allen. Up against Cook. Does well, Allen. Push, said the umpire. So it's going to Michael Allen anyway. He took the mark. Latchley and Peter McVilly takes the mark. Plays on now. Goes to the right boot towards centre half forward. Sets it up for Graham. Leads Simon to the footy. Great mark. That is a strong mark. He's got a very good pair of hands, Graham. He takes it centre half forward in front of Scotty Simon, who's a very good defender. Now he's in the centre square, just on the forward side. Carr gives him a lead. He holds it though. Crean's back there in the square as well for Anakie. And he's coming in fairly deliberately. It'll be a fair kick from there. He comes in, wobbly, punt to the square. Crean, off hands, falls to Julian Carr, goal.
It's a goal.
That is a goal to Julian Carr, who was standing behind Mark Crean, who dropped the mark in the goal square for Anakie. And Julian Carr kicks his fourth, if you don't mind. And the side's 10th. They go to 10-12-72. They lead Anakie, who are 6-4-40. Lex to Wyndham's third quarter scoreboard.
They don't come much easier than that, Laurie, do they?
I'm laughing. I'm laughing because the golden rule as a forward, you must be in front at all times. That guy was the last in line. Pops over. I mean, that wouldn't happen very often, would it?
No, you wouldn't think so. No. And actually, it was a fairly penetrating kick there from Graham, wasn't it? It was low trajectory.
Well, it was good play by Peter McVilly, Eric. He got into the corridor, and that's what the Belmont Lions have got to do. No good around this wing at all. You've got to get the ball
from the last quarter where Anakie kept the ball out here. Well, Allen back in the ruck, gets a clear tap clear and over to Graham. Handball to the running player, but Bowman intercepts there. Well, he shrugs the tackle, kicks the ball right across the ground, probably onto the defensive wing, but Messina takes the mark for Anakie. He chips the ball forward. The player at the back can't take the mark. Franey picks it up on the left foot, drives it further forward, back to the right area, certainly for the Belmont Lions. Nice little hand pass to Nigel Moore, and there's the full forward once again in Julian Carr, leading strongly. Well, he was going to think about the little chip
full
pass.
Forwards have got a kick there, Merrick.
Well, I think he realised after a second that he was full forward and changed his mind very dramatically. So he's already got 4. Julian Carr is kicking from close to 50, but well, full forwards should know where to put them. Right-hand goal post from here. We're almost behind the kick. He moves in on the right foot. It's,
hooked away.
Well, he's gone basically for the middle, and it's veered left, so he's tally now 4-2. And at the end of the day. So
Laurie, you might have to do an individual Belmont Lions session for them up here at McDonald if they're going to play a few home games here.
Lexus Wyndham scoreboard 10-13-73 Belmont Lions. They lead Anakie 6-4-40. We've been playing 14 minutes into this third quarter.
We're waiting for the footy to come back from the ditch.
Yeah, that happens quite a lot out here, and subsequently we have some fairly late afternoons.
A bit of time on. We wait for the footy to come back now. And
we've got the zone defence up.
There seems to be quite a few clubs doing it, Laurie, and if you do it properly, it's pretty hard to break clear of it. And they've got Trotter having to kick the footy in.
So he kicks in now, comes to the commentary box side, looking for Crean. Big man goes up, was Moore. Mills got pushed off by Crean. Free kick at half forward for the Lions. Scotty Mills wants to go across or to a standing start. Graham over his head, but he's got some support. Doubled him, can't take it with him. Gavin's there, handball to free kick probably to Purvis for a hold. Put him under pressure though, but it will be a free kick. So Scotty Purvis at centre half back goes towards the middle of the ground. Franey goes up and takes the mark. Goes with a right foot kick back to whence it came at centre half forward. Off hands at the front. Stewie McAdam couldn't take it with him. Coming through the middle was Davis. Did well. Handball all forward to the ball to Frost. He was standing still. Alford wasn't. He attacked it. Goes a left foot kick wide, but Ben Newham, there he is again. The little man handballs inboard. Shocking handball. Needs some support. Alford again. Just left it for Gavin. Gavin handball. Put his teammate under a bit of pressure. They get it away towards centre wing. Free kick for a hold, said the umpire. It will be a free kick at half back.
How can one man with so many skills do that, Eric? I mean, that was a shocking handball. He's a good little player, that guy.
He just, some of his options are, you know, not unlike Matthew Richardson. Gets the footy well, but just does some silly things with it. Well, I can't understand that kick either. It's back into the corridor and right to the advantage of the Belmont Lions now. Frost runs onto the footy, can't control it. Wood picks it up for Anakie. He looks for Messina on centre wing, picks it up, flicks it across to his teammate there in Wood again. He's gone for the wingman
nearly got a
in
position.
Michael Bowman, and Jason just missed the ensuing mark there on centre wing. So the ball to be thrown in adjacent to our broadcast position. 17 minutes gone, third quarter, 10-13 Belmont, lead Anakie 6-4, boundary umpire about to put it in. Crean gets the tap down to the advantage of Morford, over the top to Bowman. Bowman goes without it, unfortunately. Franey doesn't. Picks it up, nice little chip pass, and well, the umpire has picked it up pretty well. He was just slightly out of bounds when the mark was taken, so it's out on the full, and Ange Messina for the Anakie side. About to certainly looking for some options. Now he goes along the boundary line. Dover is loose there, unmarked, takes the mark in front of the social club, and a few players looking for 50s here, Laurie, that don't appear to be on in my book, but Dover now chips short once again, and they're chipping it around now, the Anakie side. They still have possession because Cummins has taken the mark, now in front of the change rooms. Called to play on, runs inboard, kicks it right back into the corridor, takes it's a great mark there from Trotter at the centre half forward, and he's come into the game certainly as it's progressed. Little handball back to Alford. Alford sees the lead of Smiljanic, and is the mark. Well, I suppose if you're a batsman you wouldn't take it. If you're a slip fielder you would.
You want the third umpire, wouldn't you?
But 25, 30 metres out, almost directly in front, Smiljanic paid the mark, and well, we've got a Belmont Lions player staggering towards the boundary. Is that the
Graham?
So that's a fairly big loss if it is Matt Graham. In the meantime, Smiljanic, he puts the ball forward and has kicked over high. Well, that's a bad miss from there. 1-1 his tally on the Lexus of Wyndham scoreboard. Belmont Lions now 10-13-73. They lead Anakie 6-5-41. We've been playing 18 and a half minutes now into the third quarter.
Mills from fullback for the Lions. He's got Brad Davis short. He looks to go further afield. Good kick for distance, looking for Franey. Standing in front, Dover. Over the push in the back, said the umpire. Free kick to Anakie. And it's going to go to Luciu, I think, the big man. It is. Handball's off to Trotter. Got a bit of time now, Clayton Trotter. Left foot kick across the ground, looking for Purvis, and he finds him. He's still 45, 50 metres out from goal on the boundary line.
They're going a bit indirect, aren't they?
Yeah.
A lot of players between he and the goal square. A lot of movement. He's going to go for a big kick. He goes long now. Left footer. Good kick for distance. Horriban. Can he tap it through? Yes, he can. Through for one behind to the Roos. So they go to 6:42 now, Anakie. Belmont Lions 10-13-73. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 20 minutes played.
Peter McBilly doing the kicking in for the Belmont Lions. Goes straight down the middle. That's probably the place to go, but it's a 1-on-3. But gee, the ball's hit the ground, and coming through strongly is more for the Belmont Lions. Well, good use of the body there by Newham. He picks it up. If he can get it up and get control of it, he's got another chance to get another one, but he falls to ground. Phil Gavin, the old stager, kept at him, and the ball still, well, it's run a fair way. Finally got to 15 metres from the behind post. Trying to look for the boundary umpire, who's a fair way behind, because the ball moved very, very quickly down the ground on that occasion with the 60-metre kick out and another long kick. And the ball is now 20 metres from the behind post with the boundary umpire just arriving. So Belmont Lions need another goal, Laurie, to steady the ship a bit. They seem to have lost the plot in this third quarter just a little.
Yeah, well, Anakie have worked very hard, though, Eric, to try and put a bit of pressure on them, and they've got to do that, of course.
Well, from the throw-in, the ball, goodness gracious.
That's a check side.
Picked it up on one side of the ground, kicked it right across the face of Newham, picks it up. Oh, he goes for a touchdown. Now, in rugby terms,
that's a try.
The white line was there, and he dived over the line.
He might get a game for the Melbourne Storm tomorrow if he keeps doing that.
So the ball out of bounds now on the opposite side, this western side of the oval on this occasion, and about half forward flank for the Belmont Lions. Ball comes in. Crean gets a tap down. It's fallen to advantage of Gavin. He gets a little handball somehow to Simon. Simon over the top now to Elford, and Elford to centre wing. Up high with Scotty Mills.
Can I just say, I watched Scotty Mills. He was across the other side of the ground and he walked straight to that position. Talk about reading the play. Yes, he read the play beautifully there.
Certainly can read it pretty well, Scotty Mills, and I can't work that out. And absolutely
give the bloke a rap.
So he gives it away, and Ange Masuna has taken the mark, and Ange said, thanks very much. But he's got nowhere to go. There's not much movement up forward for Anakie at this point in time, and he still hasn't made any movement. So now called to play on by the umpire. So the ball goes wide to half forward flank. Trotter picks up the crumbs. He's put to the ground, so doesn't have the footy, and it's probably almost a professional free kick, you'd imagine, from Dave Froney there, because I think Trotter was away and running if he got clear. So Trotter between wing and half forward, social club side, looking for options. Now he sees some movement, goes for the long kick towards centre half forward. Oh, Morfitt straight through his hands, can't take it. Comes back under the pack, and now the umpire will have to take it. Stacks on the mill, and between centre half forward and half forward flank, the ball will be thrown up. 22 minutes gone, third quarter, 10-13. Belmont Lions lead Anakie 6-6.
Ball up now. Horriban got it to the side of the pack. Frost tapped it on. Scotty Mills just for the safety of the boundary line. I think he might get the roll. He does, and it's a boundary thrown at half forward for the Roos.
Just thinking, Laurie, Dave Froney's done a very good job for the Lions, but he's given a couple of silly free kicks away and just lets him down, doesn't it?
Yeah. Look, he's done quite well though. He's worked hard, and I just see he's a cunning type of player too. He just tried to slip away there, and that's.
Ball came in, and Brad Davis had the ball from the ruck contest.
I was just thinking that, Eric. Anakie are just falling down at forward at the moment. They're doing a lot of pointing and waving, but not much positive stuff at all.
Frost goes up early, gets it down, coming through the middle. Dover couldn't take it with him. Off the back of the pack, Bowman shows a turn of speed, but ripped off the football by Moore. Should have been a free kick for holding. Trotter held up by Harvey, and it will be a ball up at half forward.
That was a perfect tackle on Bowman. One arm was pinned. He had no way in the world of not giving a free kick away, but the umpire didn't see fit to pay it.
No, that was definitely holding the ball. Or dropping it, whichever one you want.
So a ball up, Lesueur. Up against Horriban. Falls towards Dover. Gets a kick away. Goes towards the right forward pocket. Keeping it in there with Smiljanic. Got some support. The Belmont Lions with the numbers, but the free kick's going to the Roos. And it is going to go to Craig Cummins in the right forward pocket. Now, we were here this morning watching some junior football, and the person I was with said that there's a lot of goals kicked from this pocket, and South Barwon boys practice from this pocket at training because the light's right over the top of it. I wonder if Craig Cummins has ever kicked a footy from this pocket, but he's got it now.
He's a left footer, he might have a show.
He's a right footer, bad luck, Loz. He's not too confident anyway, he's looking around.
I'd say he can't kick a check side.
Well, he's got to aim it to the left goal post, I've been told. He kicks a check side.
It's check side, and I think
Oh, he didn't do a bad job.
He didn't do a bad job, did he?
One behind Craig Cummins. So they go to 6:7:43 now, Anakie, and they trail the Belmont Lions 10-13-73. And that is on the Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, and we've been playing 25 minutes. Short kick in by Mills finds Peter McVilly. McVilly now, the coach, straight down the middle, looking for Dave Franey, surrounded. Crean will come in and try and tap it away. Does so, but Doubledum's there, taps it onto the advantage of Frost, and Doubledum follows it up again and gets a kick away towards half forward. Bowls over Gavin, goes to Carr, can't take it with him, doesn't keep his feet. McNamara does, but then has a fresh air shot. The big man Carr over the top of it, needs to keep his feet. He's got a couple of roos against him. McNamara's one of them. He pushed in front of himself. Greg Wood's there as well. Wood will see it over the boundary line for the roos. And we'll have a boundary throw in at half forward for the Lions.
Bit stiff car there, Laurie. Didn't have any support, did he? He was one out on his own with three, and
no, well, it got down there pretty quick, Eric. From a couple of Rob Daddle down, a couple of kicks off the ground, and when it gets there like that, you can't have all the players there, of course.
Over the back of the pack, Elford gives it away to Trotter, gets a half a Shepherd, gets around Davis, then tries to give it to Gavin, loses it, goes towards Scotty Simon. Trotter might end up with it again. Good pick up. Gets away from Doubledum, gets a kick around the corner towards half forward. Cummins in front, Palmer held his ground, play on the call. Mills butters up again across half back and goes back inboard looking for Franey. Can't, it's over his head, Dover. He can't pick it up, straight through. Harvey, handball back towards Trotter. Franey coming at him, he knews under pressure, and Doubledum comes in as well. I'm not putting a rap on Scotty Mills, but does he play a bit like Leon Cameron? Just floats across half back. He reads the play really well, gets the footy a lot, doesn't he? Reads where the ball is going to go to from the wing position. Just there again, he was against a couple, and Michael Allen's not too good. He's off the ground.
That hurt, that.
Now, from the ruck contest, Trotter trying to get involved. He's ripped off the football crane. The big man's in there as well, and it's held to him. And they must be running out of big boys because Graham is on the ground, and he came off 3 minutes ago injured. So Allen's off, Graham's back on, and he's in the ruck, I think, too, which is a big effort.
For fit players, let alone big players.
They might have to look at another option there. Graham up against Crean. The big man uses his body, goes towards Messina off the ground. Now Crean on the ground. He tries to grade it out. Big rugby scrum around him.
I've got the feeling Matthew Allen might be off for the rest of the game too. I think he had a bit of a bandage on his elbow and he got knocked there again. I think they'll miss him.
So another ball up. Still on centre wing. Over the other side is Crean, comes up to Frost, now Dover. Dover gets it down, Cummins takes the mark, plays on, one-on-one, coming out, Smil-Janik. Over his head, foot race now between Graham and he, could be going through for a goal, is it? No, it's pushed through by Hepworth it was in fact, and a rush behind to the Roos. So they go to 6:8:44 now, Anakie. Belmont Lions 10-13-73. That's on Alexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 27.5 minutes played.
From the kick in there, it was good work there. It was Mills doing the kicking in, and found his teammate there in Horrobin, is it? So plays on quickly, drives the ball toward the middle. Well, Trotter, brilliant mark, came over the top there, and now he's called a play on. Little chip pass, he's looking for his teammate there and finds Alford still in the centre of the ground. And Anakie now looking to move forward. Good looking kick there from Alford. Oh, Smil-Janik, a huge leap, pushed into the mark in fact, and has taken the chest mark there on 50. So it'll take a good kick, but well, apart from just not putting it on the scoreboard, they've played a lot better, Anakie, Laurie, as you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, look, I think a lot of it's come from Calvin Trotter too, Eric. He's played a very good quarter this last quarter.
So Smil-Janik now moves in. Good looking kick off the boot, and I'll tell you what, it's going to land awfully close.
There, it's home.
In fact, it has cleared the pack, has it? And that's his second for the quarter, second for the game, and one that Anakie desperately needed at this point. 7 goals, 8.50. Anakie, they trail Belmont Lions 10-13-73. Lexus Wyndham scoreboard, 28.5 minutes gone, third quarter.
Well, Laurie, they've been able to make a bit of an inroad in this third quarter on the scoreboard. They were 32 points down at half-time. They're back to 23.
Well, I reckon Darren McNamara will be pretty pleased with this quarter, Jason. And, you know, I do believe that is an advantage to the north. And they'll be coming home with a slight breeze in the last quarter. So, you know, and the history of Belmont Lions will be mentioned at three-quarter time, I would imagine.
Back in the middle, Frost tried to get it down. And now Dover, fresh air shot. Mills at the back of the pack. Gets a kick away towards half forward, making up a bit of ground. Newell, but Phil Gavin does well. Shows experience in front. Takes the mark.
That's where the forwards have got to be.
Yep, and he gives it laterally to Chris Moore at half back. He takes the mark.
Three-quarter time, AFL, St Kilda 13-10, leads Sydney 12-6.
So it is three-quarter time here at McDonald Reserve as well, and it is the Belmont Lions 10-13-73. They lead the Anakie side 7-8-50 in that third term. 3 goals, 5 to Anakie, while Belmont Lions kicked 2 goals, 2. And it is 23 points the margin at three-quarter time. The goal kickers for the Belmont Lions, 4 to Brad Davis, 2 to Ben Newham, and singles to Peter McVilly, Matthew Graham, Nigel Moore and Glenn Frost. While for Anakie, 2 to Ben Smiljanik and 2 to Anthony Green, singles to Alan Elford, Mark Crean and to Tony Morfoot. Three-quarter time, it is 10-13-73, the Belmont Lions, Anakie 7-8-50. We'll take a break when we come back. Laurie to Goldie, summation of the third term and all the final quarter action on Geelong Radio 100.3 FM, your home of local football.